Hello everybody, welcome back to Elden Ring. Last time we met someone down here. We met Patches, and actually I want to go back now and see if he'll actually be down there selling stuff. I don't know if he shows up somewhere else or, you know, what the deal is, but interestingly, these guys are still down here. Highwayman. Was it down here? Oh shit. It wasn't. Oops, whip. Rocks. I wasn't really intending on like fighting all of you again, but have it your way. If that's how you want to do it. I just wanted to say hello to my friend Patch. Hello, friend Patches.
Well, nice of you to drop in finally. It's all a bit ad hoc, but I'm sure you'll find something. And welcome to Patch's Emporium, where you won't need a refund, because everything's top notch.
Alright, what do you got? I probably won't be able to afford it, but pickled fowl, foot, fan daggers, Margit's shackle? Briefly binds Margit once imprisoned to wait, what? A fetish bathed in golden magic. Shackles were used to bind the accursed people called the Omen. And these ones were made to keep a particular omen under strictest confinement. Though faint, the shackles still retained vestiges of power. Enough to trap the once-bound Margit on Earth, if only for a short time. Well, fucking hell. That sure would have been nice, wouldn't it? Grace Mimic. A fetish indicating the guidance of grace. Craftable item. Similar to grace, this fetish draws rays guiding the way, only without any sense of order. Useful as a last resort for those who have lost their way, or for use by those who believe that unrefined guidance will lead to truer encounters. Weird. Sounds cool, though. Festering Bloody Finger, we already have one of those. This is, I don't know. Great arrows. Ballista bolts. Horse crest wooden shield. All medium-sized wooden shield, light for its size, easy to handle. Circular horse head design evokes a swift gallop. Kind of a cool shield, actually. I like that. Okay, well, I'm actually going to, I don't know, buy a couple of these. Just because I want to see how that works. And maybe we can sell some stuff that I don't need, like... we don't need 2 short swords at the moment. Let's see what else. Just sell some duplicates. Like, I don't need 4 Godric soldier helms. I don't need 2 of those. Don't need 2 of those. And don't need 2 of those. Okay.
Yeah, I had those bandits make a clean break. Now they're all suppliers, and good ones at that. I mean, they don't understand a word I'm saying, but it hardly matters. We have a natural connection. They're all foot soldiers, survivors of a defeated army, worked to the bone by their high and mighty lord, only to be thrown out with the rubbish. It's the same old story everywhere I go. To hell with it all. wondering what's inside the treasure chest.
I literally was.
Well, it's nothing too special. Just something I'm saving as thanks for a very valuable customer. But then again, it would fetch some spectacular coin. And besides, this valuable customer could be a long time coming. Huh? Everything is give and take. Give and take. Cheers for that.
Interesting. I kind of want to try it. I have to know. Yeah, I figured, but I want to know where it's going to take me. You can get out of those, but it's so much more fun to get caught by them.
Well. I should have known, you skinny little thief.
I figured this is what was going to happen.
The gods demand vengeance. Vengeance!
I'm interested to know where this is going to send us. And there's no mimics in this game, I guess. I think it's just this. This is the gimmick. Oh, just bears? Well, we've been here. Not that I feel comfortable with these bears, you know, but that's fine. Hey, let's head south to whatever the fuck that is. Why not? Oops. Well, that was a waste. So we've already checked out the Siofra River well. I hear a bug jingle. Where do I hear it? There it is. Hello, bug. Sorry, bug. Nope. Ash of War Ground Slam. That actually could be cool. That sounds alright. It occurs to me that we haven't really explored this area all that thoroughly. There could potentially be things in here that we don't know about. Oh, hello. Read message. Who from? Open for business. Up here, perhaps?
Ah, welcome. Dear customer. Yes, right this way. Right this way.
Are you,
Welcome,
trustworthy?
valued customer. Come, trade in our wandering emporium.
Okay.
Please, buy something. I'm hungry. I've been hungry so long. Please?
Poor guy. Well, you got meat, dude. Why, if you're hungry, eat the meat. Let's see. Armor's cookbook. We can make our own exalted flesh. Record of crafting techniques left by an armor who served the great General Radon. Contains knowledge of dealing with rot. The application of fire in particular. This one's got a beast lure pot. Irina's lilies. Still don't know what these are for. Exceedingly rare to find, but we have like a ton of them and we've never used them for anything. St. Trina's arrow. Well, I guess presumably you might use them to make these arrows. Afflicts targets with a powerful sleep effect. Priests of St. Trina use these arrows to spread their teachings. The sweet oblivion of sleep can become quite the habit. Interesting. Okay, well, let's buy that and let's buy that. Buy all the cookbooks. Sweet. No thank you for buying your stuff when you're supposedly starving. Okay, where am I? Um, let's see. How about we place a beacon? Not a beacon. A marker here for like. I don't know. What would we use for merchant? How about that? So I want to go southward. Guess it's just always misty in here. Oh, hello. What? Oh, that's what I was heading to. Just looked a lot more like castle-y than I was expecting. Oh. Well, somebody definitely saw me. Or saw you? Sup, fellas? Now there is a big, oh yeah, it's a pumpkin head. Am I actually hidden? I don't really know how you get hidden again after you've made yourself known. If there's like just a timed thing, you just walk away for long enough. Got ourselves a golden tree here. But we're definitely going to want that. Definitely. Golden seed, thank you. How oblivious are you guys? Like, I'm in plain fucking sight. Anybody can see me. Anybody at all with half a brain. Oh, hi, burbs. What's going on down there? Is the demigods getting arrowed? I guess. Well, not too much back here. Treasure chest ahead. No. Would be a clever spot for one, but there's nothing along here, it looks like. It's just a sheer cliff face. Pretty much, so, oops. Nope, of course not. If there was going to be one, it would be there, that's for sure. Okay. Well, and that's one way to do it, bud. That's not how I might have approached that situation, but you know, to each his own. To each his own. Now what do we got here? That's very interesting. You can hear them inside their helmets. Backstab? No. Not that. Oh. But was he already fighting? He got hurt? Because that was just a couple of hits, like nothing. Let's see, we got that already, so I guess we've explored the whole outside. Time to see what's on the inside. Ordnance ahead. Fort Haight. Uh-huh. Oh my. That is a big ol' demi-human thing. Like we fought. Alright. Now who did that? Oh god, oh god. Oh, this is all bad. Oh my god, will you just please stop, rats. Okay, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Oops. We're gonna start with our friend here. Yeah, you. Fuck you. Oh, you too? Also fuck you, then. Nothing worse than dudes who just chuck stuff at your head. Hello. Hi. Oh, that was graceful. Yeah, see, I always feel like I'm just a little late on the button presses. Like, I see an attack coming, and I want to guard against it, and then I'm just not fast enough. I'm good on that, mate. Oh, was that a juice? Art of War, Bloody Slash. Okay, cool. Very blood themed here with all the blood roses. That's kind of a neat thing. Like, this is sort of also basically just a little side dungeon, but you know, it's outside. Commoner's headband altered. Okay. I still haven't figured out the alteration stuff. Don't really know what that's about. And I don't think any of my friends have found Balk, so I have not talked to anyone about it either. Alright, Dectus Medallion left. Well, that's new and different. What is it? Key item. Join medallions to operate Grand Lift of Dectus. Left half of a split medallion depicting the Erd Tree. Brandishing the medallion with both halves and joined will activate the Grand Lift of Dectus. Well, is that where we were? Connecting the Altus Plateau to Liurnia. The right half is said to reside in Fort Faroth in the Dragon Barrow, far to the east. Well, we've been there. So that's a place we know where to go. Potentially. Okay, cool. Wait, why is there... Is this just like the fast way down? They're just like, hey, why not just drop off? I guess. Although this fall looks... No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Cool. I guess we're finished with this fort. Well, this may have been unwise. Oh, I can just jump back up. Okay. Alrighty. We didn't actually go inside, did we? We did not, so let's do that. Hey, Ratty. Ow. Ow. Nomadic Warriors Cookbook. Let's see what we get with that. Where are they? Crafting? No. Why do I lose where everything is? Just everything. Here it is. Key items. I don't remember which one we just picked up. It was one of these. Not that one. Blood grease draws. Yeah, blood stuff. That's definitely it. Blood grease, drawstring blood grease, bloodbone arrow, fletched and bolt. Yeah, this whole thing is just very like blood themed. I guess owing to that fella being into it. So this is, yeah, the corpse of one of the demi-human things, like the one that we fought. Kind of sad. I guess the humans and the demi-humans are probably at each other's throats a lot. Don't think they like each other too much. Falchion. Anything else of interest up here? Something glowy over there. That doesn't appear to just be a player message. I don't think. What did you say? Be wary of Archer. Oh, that was just from up there, yeah. There was an Archer up there. Are you a spirit? You do appear to be a spirit. Maybe these only appear at night? The demi-humans wax wroth. Now their mother's been taken. Where are you, Lord Kenneth? The night, bedeviled by blood. Okay, well we done dealt with him. Anything interesting up here? Oh, Site of Lost Grace. Wouldn't you know? I have an odd spot for one. Interesting. Well, let me see. We are here. Why is it telling me I can't teleport? You have been trapped? You cannot travel to sites of grace until you rest at one. I haven't been trapped. What are you smoking? That a bug? That's really weird. Huh. How very strange. Well, tell you what. What I want to do. What I want to do is, I don't know where it is. This is it. Grace Mimic. I want to see how this works. Okay. That's really interesting. Maybe it just points to like local points of interest? Or maybe it's only just pointing me to this? The nearest... I don't know. I don't know. Let's find out. They weren't super expensive or anything, so... Can I still see it? Oh, really? Let's see what's down here. It is beautiful. The lonely sea. No prawn ahead. Sure. What's going on here? You just chilling? All right. Sorry, man. Okay, not seeing anything really. Alright, you know what? That was kind of funny. That was kind of funny. Where are these sarcophagi? Where am I exactly? Okay. Oh no, Wolfie. Look, man. All I want are free runes. That's it. Not after you. Not after your fellas. All I'm after is them sweet, sweet golden runes. Okay. I'm still in combat. Let's get out of combat. And check again the map. Okay, I think I did come over here. I remember approaching this from this side at some point, so I think we did come over here. Yeah, okay. I guess this is it for this then. The only other thing is this. I don't think we actually went to that. I think it's way the hell up top. I don't think we went up there. That you? Yeah. Huh. Well, let's see here. Starlight shards. And this is like an old astrolabe? Starlight shards. Let's see what those are. Used to gradually recover FP, an ephemeral sliver that gives off a pale blue glow. What remains of a passing flash of starlight. It says it's a prized item that was once used in the Eternal City as an ingredient in intoxicating drafts. Okay. Interesting. What y'all up to over here? Oh, there's actually a lot more of you than I thought there were. I was just gonna be real cavalier about all this. But maybe we'll actually do this a little more properly. Ooh, Royal House Scroll. That will mean new spells. Cool. Oh, alright, well, someone saw me. Wait. Just want to avoid alerting everybody. That's all. He fall down? I think he did. The poor bastard. Okay, I see. We're just above the main path there. Damn it. Sorry, man. Where are we exactly? Right up here. Okay. We're trying to head over there. And we can do that from that gentle slope there. Oh, that's probably an Evergaol then, right? If those guys are standing by. Cool. So... a lot of soldiers here. And we'll just get rid of you. A bit confused, like Godric's soldiers here are also kind of watching these undead looking folks just kind of going about their business, like hunting for shards or whatever it is they're doing. Okay. Anything interesting going on here? Really seem like that. Oh, there's a treasure chest. I stand corrected. Oh, fuck. Well, you are tricky. Oh boy. Oh boy. Poor horsies. I don't like killing horsies. Item. Great Epee? Oh, and the Erd Tree's doing its thing. So we're shiny, but I still don't know what that means. I wish I did. And I don't. What am I doing? Equipment, that's what I'm doing. Boy, train of thought not happening here. That's not it. Although I don't think we ever read the description of this dagger. Favored by military physicians in white, the pointed blade is hard and sharp, making critical hits especially potent. Medicine is mercy, and mercy upon the battlefield is ruthless. Beware the killers clothed as men of compassion. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if you could use that. Like maybe you have a main weapon that does, you know, more super armor damage, and then you use this, just switch over to it real quick and get your critical hit. That's the one we're looking for. Large rapier, excuse me, featuring a thin, sharp blade, commonly used in life or death duels. Like its smaller counterparts, it is made for thrusting attacks and can be used while guarding with a shield. Alright, well. Stuff. Things. Actually, hold up. 1 second. Let me go to status. No? Is there a... damn it. I really want to see what... There's no means of seeing, like, what those icons up there mean. I mean, some of it's obvious, because it's, like, stuff we have equipped, but I don't know what this Erd Tree thing does. And I don't know how to look and see what those icons actually represent. If indeed they represent anything. Okay, lots of folks around. And this is back up toward the Waypoint Ruins, okay. I can probably fall down here, right? Yeah. And I think my dog wants out. So let's just take a look-see here, and it does indeed appear that it's an Evergaol. Forlorn Hound Evergaol. Well, speaking of Forlorn Hound, I gotta let my dog out. I'll be right back. Okay, I've clearly been standing here for a long time. Had to do a couple other things, take a little break. Time of day had completely changed. Let's check this out. Let's see who we got. Who hath been jailed? Oh. Bloodhound Knight. That is very Dark Souls 3. Oh, come on, heal now. Sometimes I hit buttons and they don't seem to register, and I'm not really sure what the deal is with that. Ooh, that did a lot. Okay. All right, man. Okay, he's pretty tough. Oh, nice. One-shotted. This is a good fight. Good fight. Bloodhound's Fang, I got. Bloodhound's Fang. Let's see. Really am interested in these weird things. I want something to explain what the hell they are. And like some of them crawl, some of them are just like down for the count. But it's not dead. It's blinking. Whatever it is. Very weird. Okay, what am I doing? Equipment. Bloodhound's Fang? Not a... Oh, there it was. That is a dex and strength weapon. Cool. Curved great sword with a gently undulating blade wielded by Bloodhound Knights. A fearsome blade capable of brutal airborne attacks. I should probably give that a try, huh? And actually, the Uchi Katana I kind of want to try too. We picked this up somewhere and I never really looked into it. It's only 15 dexterity. So I could do. It causes blood loss. Which is the thing that could potentially be really awesome for us. Especially when it comes to bosses, if you're being a little on the aggressive side. Guys make an interesting hum. Okay, well, we checked that out, so that's good. What am I seeing off in the distance here? That's... I don't remember if we went over that or not. I think we did. I think we did. Well, it feels like we did a lot of this, except for Castle Morne. Maybe it's time to give that a whirl. Maybe it's time to give that a whirl. Let's see what's happening at Castle Morne. See if we can figure out who is shooting those arrows at us. Still there, clearly. Woohoo! Go ahead. Ooh, that looks like a giant. Yep, there was the arrow. That's a bug. No, don't think so there, dude. Yeah, that's not gonna help anybody. Oh, I thought I'd knocked him down already. That was not the way that was supposed to go. There it is. Well, we know the trick to these guys now for sure. They're slow enough that you really can just charge attack them, charge attack them, charge attack them over and over. And another one of these monuments with a giant sword. There was like a poem or something on that first one. Also very Dark Souls, of course. The Siege of Castle Morne. A lone hero fights for his vengeance, only to fall at the hand of Lord Godfrey. A lone hero fights for his vengeance, only to fall at the hand of Lord Godfrey. Well, someone just died. So something's going down here. The servants are trying to wreck the place. That much we know. We've got a letter for the commander who has a daughter named, I can't remember her name. But she was the one who entrusted the letter to us. Okay, I think we're fine. Let's just check this out. And I think the servants may be those, you know, weird inhuman winged things. Oh yeah, this place is a mess, isn't it? And that looks like those guys have already kind of claimed victory for themselves. We got dogs. Yep, dogs. Weird rat dog looking things, whatever they are. Big crazy teeth. Alright, well something's still going on, because I hear noises. So maybe we are not victorious just yet. But these guys have definitely laid waste to a whole lot of folks, and have rumbled some of the tower. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Hey. Oh, there's 3 of you. Of course there's 3 of you. Jesus. Alright, you know what? No. I ain't going out like that. Come on. Jesus Christ. They attack them first. Well, that was embarrassing. Guess I just was not giving them credit for how fast they actually attack. Okie dokie. Well, you know, one thing at a time. That's a pumpkin head over there. And everybody's definitely fighting upstairs. Those guys are real proud of themselves. This dude is in bad shape. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. No backstab for me. Just ineffectually stabbing the hillside. Great. How are you not dead? Aye. Come on. No stagger. So a little bit higher poise, it looks like. Oh yeah, you can see somebody doing business up there. Now they're all gonna see me if I go up here, right? Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Ah! Yeah, no, that was a bad strategy. Possibly the worst strategy. Hey. Shit. Wait. Well, that doesn't do a whole lot, does it? No, basically nothing. Fudge. Fudge. Yep. No, you idiots. Gotta hate that animation more than I hate anything else. Like, if I'm not gonna do it, then just don't do it. Don't. Ah, Christ. I'm out of FP. Out of FP. That's not the right thing either. What? Why can't I do it again? Oh, because I'm not in far enough. Ah. My god, okay. Nope, I'm gonna die. Yeah. Well, if I hadn't fucked that up 87 times, I might have been able, with their help, to actually take that on. But it was not to be, clearly. Okay. Have a drink of my kombucha. No, that's not what I wanted you to do. Be wary of down. Yes, I would gather such. Alright, well I think I'm going to start with my friends instead. I probably should go visit the Round Table Hold at some point, huh? Haven't been back for a while. Alright, well geez. Let's just give it a go. See how this works out. Better. And apparently they're not all aggroing at once, which is weird. Yeah. Panic rolling there. Wow, he really holds that. Okay, my friends are dead. Time to go. Time to go. That was foolish and ineffectual. Okay, I got the big one. Man, these guys are just quick and relentless. Ah, my stamina management is not great. Nope. The last thing I need is to aggro the dogs. These guys have high poise, like they do not stagger at all. I gotta find one that's actually taking some damage. Wait, wait, wait. Nope. Okay, actually not the worst. Not the best, but you know, I'll take it. Man, these things are really hideous. Okay, well, in subsequent runs we wouldn't have to do this again. That is a lot of dudes piled up here. But these all look like servants, right? Not soldiers. So who are the servants that are rebelling? Which is which? Claymore. Suddenly very quiet. Away from the battle. Those guys seem to be very confident and like feeling as though they have claimed their victory. Oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So that was an interesting little like sort of scripted moment don't see a lot of that kind of stuff in Dark Souls. But this is a little new, I guess. Like, those guys are hung. That doesn't seem like something that these creatures would do. Right? Why are you fighting me? I'm being nice. Kinda helping you out. Yeah, you got other problems to worry about there, champ. What is Andy about? How's about that? But what are these things? They're semi-human looking, or you know, not entirely. They're anthropomorphic. That's the word I'm looking for. But did they do this? Why would they hang people? Yeah, I guess I'm real stuttering there for a second. It's about the worst I've had on PS5 so far. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious about what exactly is transpiring here. What are you hacking at? There's nobody there. Steel wire torch. Okay, that sounds cool. What's the difference? It's a lot heavier. Torch wound with metal wire. The flame can illuminate dark locales or be used to attack enemies, heavier than a normal torch, but the heated filament boosts fire damage dealt. And it has a skill. Fire breather. Blow into torch flames, spreading flames in a wide frontward arc. And flames on the ground continue to burn. That's cool. I might consider potentially using that, maybe, at some point. Okay, so more of them over there. Guess we gotta go this way to get to them. This is grisly, man. This game is dark. You know what? This game is, it looks friendlier at the outset than something like Dark Souls. But you know what? This game is grisly. It's darker than Dark Souls, if I'm being honest. Let's see if we can drop it in. Yeah, you saw me. Yeah, see, these are like human looking people again. I don't know, whatever's happened here, it is messed up. Oh, I'm out of juice. Fair enough. Got arrows stuck in my head. I'm sort of don't really know what to say here. It's just this whole thing seems kind of gross and sad and fucked up. Hey, Night of Grace. Very nice. Do I need to rest? Yeah, we can keep going for a bit. Down required ahead. That's good. That would have probably taken me a second to notice. Ooh. My vertigo. Look at that beautiful ocean, though. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot all about this. I have seen some of this, as I think I mentioned at some point. Game Informer did a little bit of exclusive footage, which I did see. So I've seen not the entirety of this. I didn't watch all of it, but I just kind of, like all the footage I watched, I just sort of very loosely paid attention, let's say. Didn't want to watch with any great... Oh. 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 Didn't want to watch closely with anything. Just wanted to, you know, while I was working, like occasionally glance over something that was playing. So that's how I watched most of the footage of Elden Ring, since I didn't want to spoil anything too much. But still wanted to see some stuff, just because I work in games. Help me, I'm of noble blood. Those hideous mongrels eat me, I'll be forever marred. Anything but that, please think of the disgrace. Hey, you got bigger problems than that. What's facing away from me? I think, actually. Really? Y'all didn't get alerted, huh? Well then, I don't mind if I just take you all out individually. Bug down there could be useful for us. Are you facing toward us? I think so. No? No, not. Ah, crap. Well, no stealth happening with you, huh? Alright, let's do this then. It's gonna be a bridge fight. Oh, thought I rolled on that one well enough. Shit, that's death, for sure. I mistimed literally every single one of those rolls. Literally every single one. Okay, let's try that all again. Yeah, look at that. I will... Oops. Rate that. Good. Stone sword key. Very nice. And jellyfish down there. What's the deal with you guys? Oh, they're like cowering? Why? They've got different tails too, like little green tails. But they have swords. So I don't know what that's supposed to imply. Why they're cowering. You have to do this every time. Come on. Alright. What's up, fella? I'll just soften you up a little first. Alright. This is an interesting castle, like, got a cool layout to it. Alright, we'll climb ourselves up here. Is there anything actually up here? No trap ahead. That's what I like to hear. Twin Blade Talisman. That sounds like a thing that will not be useful to us. But it's probably good for Dex players doing like dual swords. Okay, well, where do we go from here then? Just down here, I guess. Likely jumping. Yep. Okay. Jesus. You know what? I don't disparage messages often, but come on. Come on. I have my full flask, so killing him is not important. Nothing over there. Item here. Varnished golden sunflower. Thing's not floating away. Be wary of jumping. That's easy. Yep, tree. Very nice tree. First off, gorgeous view. Oh yeah, there's something down there. Guess that's actually how we get down. Doesn't look like there's anything else. Okay, let's do this. Classic Dark Souls. Classic Demon Souls. This goes all the way back. Bloodborne. I mean, this is every single From Software game. Pretty much. At some point, every single one has made use of this. Oh, I'm out of juice. Alright. Tally ho! Lots of rats. So many rats. I hate the rats. No. Leave me alone, my god. Why am I not hitting them? I'm doing jumping attacks right into them. It doesn't seem to be working. Time to just leave, right? You know, let's just not. Let's say we did. Hi, jerks. Ugh. The worst is when you have no room to maneuver with rats, which seems to often be the case. Okay. Ooh, a whip. Well, that is something I haven't seen for a while. I don't think whips were in Dark Souls 3. I feel like that was 2. Right? And you had the like cane trick weapon in Bloodborne that would be sort of a whip or the cane. Jellyfish. They're so cool. Wonder if that's supposed to be a hint, like use the jellyfish for this boss. Oh god, you're awake. Fuck. I didn't know you were a thing. And you... Nope. Well, where's our friend? He just down there now? For life? I don't think he can climb ladders. Ow. Bad timing. Stop doing that, please. Okay, just shallow water here. You guys are cool. Well, don't feel entirely equipped for a boss right at the moment, but I guess we'll just finish exploring. Oh, there's gonna be a crab, huh? Like a big one? Is that what you're telling me? That is defo what you're telling me, right? Yup. Why? I did not ask you to attack a baby crab. Thanks. You just killed your own baby crab, dude. Why'd you do that? It don't matter now. Nice. Fire arrows. Hmm. No hidden path. Lie to me. Well, I guess technically there's... No, there's nothing really over here, I don't think. It's just going to be a cliff face. Or not, I am wrong. At least it is very easy to see this. That was always kind of a little bit of a fuck you in the first Dark Souls, but it's pretty easy to see. I don't think I need to go back up for any reason, do I? But we'll check and just make sure. Make sure I got everything up here. Oh, missed an item. Throwing daggers. Okay. Well, arrows, throwing daggers, maybe we need to... The game might be trying to tell us something about things. I have not seen this fight. I didn't watch anything that showed it. So I know it's a boss fight, but I don't know a damn thing about it. This is so cool, man. This like castle in the water. Like, look, that's beautiful. Truly, that is beautiful. That's a screenshot moment right there. That is truly a screenshot moment. Oops, wrong thing. There we go. Okay, well, we'll give it a try. Because why not? No harm, no foul. Ooh, I do have a lot of runes. Let's see, we can't bring our friends in. I don't know, let's just give it a try. Just gonna drink this straight off. And we're gonna cast a little magic at you. Well, that was dumb. Okay, we can stun him. Quite easily, I might add. Oh yeah, this guy's a pushover. Leonine Misbegotten. Very cool name. And he looks cool. But he ain't shit. Oh, stuck on geometry. That's a bad, bad place to be. Especially after I just called him out like that. Ugh. Okay, that's a nice little combo. Well, at least I got the heal and didn't immediately die. Okay, he is picking up speed here, it seems. Gotcha. Gotcha. Rafted blade greatsword. Okay, well, he was not too shabby. It was a cool boss, but not very hard. I think this area we're generally just like, you know, comfortably over leveled, not like massive, super duper overpowered. Like this is trivial nothing, but like we could have come here a lot earlier, I think, and still actually gotten some benefit out of it. But this is I think kind of how this game is going to go. Like the main bosses are going to be the real toughies. Everybody with the whole jokes. All right. So was that everything? I don't know. Doesn't quite seem right, does it? I'm not sure there's anything else here. The art design in this game, man, just stunning. I mean, look at this. Like, give me a break. This shit's incredible. Just incredible. And I know I'm doing it again, but I can't help myself. Can't help myself. It's too pretty. Well, what do I do then? I'm not sure. We went over this way, right? Yeah, let's, Limgrave. Behind the Castle Morne lift. Let's try that, I guess. Want to see if there's anything that we haven't explored. I kind of feel like there will be. Oh, we can't get back up, can we? Shoot. Fine. Alright. We'll go to the lift. And I think I also accidentally put a marker down. That might be the marker right there in the wall. So was that Leonine Misbegotten like the leader of these things? Like, I'm unclear about the story. We never found her dad either, so it's got to be a little more here. I mean, unless he's just dead. And maybe we, somehow get more of her story, you know, just through whatever means. Fine, you stupid rat dog, go away somewhere else, please. I don't want anything to do with y'all. I'm not interested. I'm gonna kill this guy and go over here. See if there's anything interesting here. Oh yeah. Sanctuary stone. I'm not entirely sure what those are good for. Crafting, I guess. Smithing stone, always welcome. Wait. Alright. Yeah, there was something up there too. I remember seeing another guy from like across the way. Maybe it's this side? I don't know. From somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I want to get over... No, maybe that's just... That might just be the way to the next bit. Yeah. Okay, how did I get up here before then? Oh, I came all the way around that way. I think that was it. Did I come? I feel like I did come up here once, but maybe... Yeah, I did. This was this room. But... We'll take another look around. Since we don't seem to have found anything about her father one way or the other. Oh, unless it's him? Nah, that doesn't seem likely. That would be interesting though, if you could like low-key save him from being executed. That definitely did not happen, so sorry, dude. Yeah, I don't know, I'm not feeling like there was anything that we missed from what I saw. We'll climb back up the ramparts, I guess, and see if there's something, but... You go up here? Was this where the... No, I just dropped down here, right? Yes? I think? Now I'm just confused. Really. You guys are real quick to judge here. You don't know, I could be like helping you out. Oh, now you're all on me? Fine, if that's how you want to play it. So, is there anything clever I can do to, like, go somewhere over here? I don't think there was anything from the stairs there. I don't think. The place isn't that big. So... yeah, I don't know. I don't think... Maybe you just have to go back to... what's her name after you've beaten the boss and, tell her the bad news. Maybe that's all there is to it. Yeah, okay. I guess it is what it is then. So she was hanging out up here around the Bridge of Sacrifice. So we can see if indeed... Now that's still telling me to go this way. Like it's still pointing me in this direction. Does that never stop? I would think that like once you'd done whatever there was to do, it would stop, but maybe we can get some more information out of her. What's your name again?
Please, if you wouldn't mind, deliver the letter to my father at the castle. He can be stubborn.
Well, then I'm like, I must be missing something, right? I must be missing something. Go back to the beginning, I guess. There's this, but there was no one in here. No trick walls. Or anything. So he's not hanging out there. And we still got a guidance of grace pointing us on. It's fine. Everything's fine. How in the world did that miss you? Gotta be kidding. Really? Well, that makes me angry. You know what? That was infuriating. Okay. Maybe we can drop down from here? No, we cannot. Not on any level whatsoever. Maybe we didn't go that way? Maybe we didn't go over here. I don't know. Let's just give it a whirl. And see. Yeah, this doesn't look familiar, so I guess maybe we did not do this. Oh yeah, it looks like a dead end. I think I'll leave a quick message here. It's looking for ambush. Where the hell's ambush? There it is. Ambush, comma. Directions. There we go. Smith and Stone. So that's what we climbed up and got the box there that had the twin blade talisman, I believe. So we did miss this, but this is not a progression to anywhere. This is just an item. Oh, ladder here. We didn't do this. We didn't do this, did we? No. Ladder here. That is easy to miss. But is it progression? Yes, I think so, because dropping down there takes you to the bonfire. I'll drop a message here too. Things. There we go. Look at me trying to be helpful. I think it's just because this is new. You know, the first few days of release, that's kind of what compels me to do it. Otherwise, I don't know that I would. So this will let us hop over if we want, but we can't get back, so pretty sure this should avail us something if we go this way. Pretty sure. Huh. What? What? They're busy paying attention to something else, apparently. Okay. It does look like there could be a lot more castle, you know? I don't think there is. I really don't. But it feels like, because it's so tall, that if they wanted to, you know, put a bunch of floors in, they could. But I'm guessing this is where Daddy is hanging out, huh? Yeah.
There's a face I've not seen before. I'm Edgar, Warden of this castle, as ordained by Lord Godric himself. But you can see how things have turned out.
This is Andre,
The menials,
the same voice actor.
They gave me good service, or so I thought. But it seems it was all an act. Foul creatures, as it said, and true enough, they're foul inside and out. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but whatever you come here to do, I'm afraid Castle Morne won't hold much longer.
Yeah, you're right about that, dude.
This, by way of apology. I see. From Irina. Thank you. I'm in your debt, but I can't leave yet. Even if the castle should fall, as commander, I must remain to ensure the treasured sword of Morne does not fall into the wrong hands. If you see Irina, do tell her that her father will come for her once he's fulfilled his duty.
Dude, you're gonna be dead as fuck.
If you see Irina, her father...
Like, what are you talking about? Sword of Morne. What did we get? We did get some sort of sword from killing... The Grafted Blade Greatsword is what we got. Yeah. So here you go. The Storied Sword of Castle Morne. A revenger's weapon, burdened with oceans of anger and regret. One of the legendary armaments. A lone surviving champion from a country now vanished was so determined to continue fighting that he claimed the swords of an entire clan of warriors. Well, maybe now that we've done the thing, beaten the boss, maybe he'll actually go back. That doesn't seem unlikely. Maybe we did get the sword, so we'll sit here, I guess. Yeah, I should level up. I probably got like a bajillion runes right now. Yeah, a fair number. Intelligence. Yeah, maybe we'll do intelligence 18. I think that was probably the, you know, roughly highest thing. That wasn't, you know, like 23 or really super high as far as spells that we wanted to potentially check out. I really wish we could just go back that way and not have to go through all that again. I'm gonna run over here just real quick to make sure I didn't like miss anything. We fell down here initially, but I don't think there's anywhere else to go. Doesn't appear so. So I guess we'll go back to the Bridge of Sacrifice and tell Irina. Oh, she's not there. Oh, what? Oh no. Yeah, she is. Well, that's shitty. And there's a big ol' sword. there. Huh. Well, shit. Well, now I gotta know if I go back and talk to him if there's anything else that happens. Or if, you know, maybe we fucked up the sequence and that's a fail, possibly? Ow. Ow. Uh-huh. Oh, he can climb. I was gonna say, neither of you can climb. I am wrong. Apparently they can. Good to know. Also fall. And he didn't die, so he's coming back up. Wow. Well, that didn't work the way I was hoping. Hello, welcome wagon. Ugh. Jerk. So many jerks. If that's how it's gotta be, that's how it's gotta be. Alright, sir, I have bad news.
I'm in your debt for keeping the sword from those fallen creatures. I'm no longer bound by duty. Once I've rescued Irina, I will spend my remaining days with her.
Oh. Well, fuck.
Thanks to you, I will be
I
reunited with
feel
Irina
super bad now.
and devote my remaining days to her. Irina has a gentle nature, though. I only hope it remains intact.
Oh, buddy.
And devote my Irina has I
Hate
only
to break it to you. I wonder if we did it in a different sequence. If we'd found him, killed the thing, got the sword, and then gone back, you know? I just drop from here. I guess it doesn't matter, I can just fast travel out. I don't know. Yeah, maybe that would have made a difference. And she would not have been dead. Is this pointing in a different direction? Nope. Nothing's changed there. Maybe those just always point in the direction. The same direction. Oh. Well, now I guess this maybe was how this is supposed to play out.
Irina, how could this be? My daughter deserved better.
She did. She seemed nice.
The fault lies with me.
Oh.
I chose duty over my daughter's safety. And that is how fate has answered. I'll find them. The foul wretches responsible for this. I'll hunt them down and exterminate every last one of them. Rest assured, Irina, it will be done. I'll find them. The foul wretches I'll hunt them, rest assured.
Well, I wonder if that's setting up something for later. Man, this game, I'm telling you, it's really dark. It's really dark. Can you fast travel to Evergaol? No. Did I do the Forlorn Hound one? I feel like I did. But then again, did I? I can't remember. Well, we've done an awful lot. So we are definitely going to call it here. It's been quite a day. So, for now, on this somber, sad occasion, we will bid farewell to Irina's father and what's left of Irina. And perhaps we will see what comes of all that later. But for now, we will just take our leave of the lands between until hopefully a happier day. Take care, everyone.